नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं वाचं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् जितं ते पुण्डरीकाक्ष नमस्ते विश्वभावन नमस्तेऽस्तु हृषीकेश महापुरुष पूर्वज सदक्षरं ब्रह्म य ईश्वरः पुमान् गुणोर्मि सृष्टिस्थितिकालसल्लयः प्रधानबुद्ध्यादिप्रपञ्चसु सनोऽस्तु विष्णुर्मतिभूतिमुक्तिदः सर्वभूतेषु चान्येन संस्थितः कुरुते स्थितिं सत्वं गुणं समाश्रित्य जगतः पुरुषोत्तमः आश्रित्य तमसो वृत्तिम् अन्तकाले तथा पुनः रुद्रस्वरूपो भगवान् एकांशेन भवत्यजः अग्न्यन्तकादिरूपेण भागेन अन्येन वर्तते कालस्वरूपो भागः यः सर्वभूतानि च अपरः। विष्णोः तु चतस्रः विभूतयः सन्ति। स्थितिकाले संहारकाले सृष्टिकाले अपि there are four kinds of forms, or he takes on four different forms which are useful for srishti, sthiti and layam. But in essence what Parāśara wants to tell Maitreya is that Vishnu is present as everything, whether it is srishti or sthiti or layam. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisamvishanti. That is one aspect where we study in where we know that from the Shruti that all of these bhutarashis have come from him and they stay because of him, they are protected because of him, and they go and merge into him. In this chapter, 22nd chapter, he is saying that even those bhutas which come during Srishti and that which is responsible for the Srishti also, all of these are Paramatma. So, Purushottamaha, which is Vishnu or Paramatma. So, Sarva Bhuteshu cha Anyena Samsthitaha Sattvam Gunamashritya Jagataha Purusha. So, Srishti Kale Saha Brahmadi Rupena Tishtati Tadanantaram Bhutadi Rupena Kalaha and Prajapati. So, these the next is Sthiti Kale tu Vishnu, Manu Ityadayaha, and then Kalam again and Bhutarashi. Antakale, Samharakale tu Agni Rudraswarupaha saha, and then Agni Ityadi, what are all responsible for creating the Samharam or Nasha, and those are the Devata Swarupam. Then you have Bhutani and Kala. At every point, Kalam is constant there, and Bhagavat Swarupam tu Kalaha. Vinasham kurvatastasya chaturdha evam mahatmanaha vibhaga kalpana brahman kathyate sarvakaliki. So this kind of division, chaturdha, tasya vinasham kurvataha tasya mahatmanaha Vishnoho, as he is doing this samharam, vinasham kurvataha, as he is performing this samhara rupa kriya, tasya mahatmanaha, tasya Vishnoho, चतुर्धा विभाग कल्पना एवं सार्वकालिकी विभाग कल्पना एवं कथ्यते. So this is the form of division that is being said in all times for Vishnu, who is doing this vinasham, or Paramatma, who is responsible for the samhara. Brahma Dakshadayaha is just the same aspect. He is only repeating it. Sometimes when we are teaching, we will say the same thing twice, thrice, right? அதுதான் சொல்லியாச்சே, ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா நிக்காது இல்லையா? You will have to say it a couple of times so that one, it is also firmly established in my mind, so that I understand the concept really well. And when I teach the student also, the student it will be really reinforced when you say the same thing 2-3 times. அப்படி எடுத்துக்கணும் இது. Maitreya is a student for Parāśara and he is asking questions. So when Parāśara tries to explain something, he will say it in a manner and then he will also follow it up in a different manner to explain the same concept 2-3 times. That's all. So Brahma Dakshadayaha Kalaha Tathaiva Akila Jantavaha Vibhutayaha Harehe Etaha Jagataha Srishti Hetavaha. Harehe etaha vibhutayaha, these are the vibhutis or the different forms of Hari Vishnu, and Jagataha Srishti Hetavaha, these are the Karanam for the creation of this world. Jagataha Srishti Hetavaha. Brahma Dakshadayaha. Brahma is the first Hetu, 1. Then Daksha Prajapatyadayaha, 2. 3 is Kalaha. Tathaiva Akila Jantavaha. These are the 4 Vibhutis for Hari. And these 4 are responsible for the creation of the world. 1 is Chaturmukha Brahma. The next is Prajapatis who create the progeny, right? Then Kalaha, which is the Kshobhakaha or Vidhi, because of fate or karma, because of which the Bhutarashis are formed. So Akhila Jantavaha, all of these creatures. Vishnuho manvadayaha kalaha sarvabhutani cha dvija sthitehe nimitta bhutasya Vishnoho eta vibhutayaha. Sthitehe nimitta bhutasya Vishnoho etaha eva vibhutayaha. These are the vibhuti or the different forms of Vishnu, who is the nimitta bhuta, who is the karanam for sthiti paripalanam, jagat sthiti or sustenance of this world. Vishnu, who is responsible for the sustenance of this world, has 4 vibhuti, 4 swarupas. And what are they? These are they. Vishnu. As Vishnu, he stays. So, atrato paravasudevaha iti parabrahma, you take it as Brahma Swarupam in Advaita Vedanta, or you take it as Paravasudevaha in Vishittadvaita Vedanta. Here, this Vishnu is an Ishvara form. Sometimes in Vishittadvaita, you do not distinguish between Vishnu as an Ishvara or Vishnu as the Paravasudeva, but there is a clear distinction in the Bhashyam, and as far as Ramanuja is concerned, Vishnu who protects this world is an Ishvara Tattvam. There is an Antaryami Vishnu who is beyond all this, and he names that Parabrahman as Vishnu himself. Okay, so Vishnu is one form. Manvadayaha. Manu are the kings who rule this world and maintain the protection and maintain the sustenance of this world. Manvadayaha. Kalaha, again, 3rd. And Sarva Bhutani is the 4th one. Sarve praninaha ye vartante atra teshameva pripalanataya Vishnuhu tishtati Rajnya Nriparupena api saha eva tishtati Kala Rupena tishtati Bhutanam Vesham Dhrutva api Vishnuhu eva tatra tishtati. So Vishnur Manvadayaha Kalaha Sarva Bhutani Chadvija Stiter Nimitta Bhutasya Vishnoho eta Vibhutayaha. Rudraha Kala Antakadhyascha Samastaschaiva Jantavaha Chaturdha Pralayaya Etaha Janardana Vibhutayaha. Pralayaya. Pralayaya Eta Janardana Vibhutayaha. Rudraha is number 1. Kalaha is number 2. Antakadhyaha ityukte Agni, Vayu, we saw in the earlier shloka, right? So Agni, Vayu, Meghaha, these can also be, they are the instruments here. That is, think of it in a simple manner as Ramena Banena Hataha, Ravanaha. Right? You have to kill someone, that is, you have to destroy this entire world and merge it within yourself. Rama is one, and then Banam is another one. So that Bana becomes the instrument for Rama, who is the Karta. So Rudraha here will be your Karta, Antakadhyaha, Yama, Agni, Vayu. These are all the instruments of Rudra who activates them to using Kalam as the Kshobhaka. So the correct time has come and I have to employ these people. Tatha saha karoti. Samastaha jantavaha tu tatra leenaha bhavanti Vishnu. Chaturdha pralayaya etaha. Pralayaya for the sake of samharam. Janardana vibhutayaha etaha chaturdha bhavanti. These are the 4 kinds of vibhuti or swarupam for Janardana in order to perform the action of pralaya. Jagadado tata madhye srishtihi apralaya dvija. Dhatra marichi mishraischa kriyate jantubihi tatha. So Jagad Adau Hedvija, in the beginning of the world, that is Srishtihi, Madhye Srishtihi Apralaya. Jagad Adau Tatha Madhye Srishtihi Apralaya. There is a srishti that is constantly happening right from the beginning to the end. Apralayam. And there is a srishti which is apralaya. Pralaya paryanta ya srishti vartate. Sa srishti tu dhatra marichi mishrehi cha jantubihi tatha kriyate. So the creation is not something that just happens at the beginning. Okay, the world was created at this point, 0, and that's it. And then it is being destroyed at whatever, infinity. Nothing happens in between. Iti tatha nasti. It's not, that is not the case here. Jagadadau, in the beginning there is a srishti. Tatha madhye, there is also an intermediary period. There is a srishti that happens apralaya, until the complete dissolution, until samhara paryantam ya srishtihi vartate jagadadau, jagat prarambhakalad arabhya madhye api pralaya paryantam ya srishtihi vartate kriyate cha sa srishtihi kena kriyate dhatra prathamam. So jagad adau tu dhatra brahmana kriyate. So the creation that is done in the beginning of the world is done by dhatra brahma. The creation that is done in the middle is by marichi mishrehi jantubihi cha, by marichi and other prajapatis and their descendants. So it does, marichi or prajapatis do not keep on creating every time. They create, and then their sons create other progeny, and by that slowly there are other creatures also which start creating and spreading all over the entire world. Jagadadau tatha madhye srishtihi apralaya dvija dhatra marichi mishreischa kriyate jantubihi tatha. Brahma srijati adikale marichi pramukhaha tataha utpadayanti apatyani jantavascha pratikshanam. The same thing. To explain the earlier shloka, 35th shloka is just an explanation of the 34th shloka. Brahma adikale srijati. Prathamam Brahma adikale srijati. So in the beginning, Brahma creates. Tataha, after that, marichi pramukhaha, marichi and other prajapatis, apatyani utpadayanti. They create children. Jantavaha cha pratikshanam. After that, there are the jantus, that is the pranis which create, which have been created by Prajapati, etc. They keep on creating every moment. That is, there is a millions of, some thousands of births that are happening every moment in this world if you take the statistics. Right? So Brahma srijati adikale marichi pramukhas tataha utpadayantyapathyani jantavascha pratikshanam. Kalena navina Brahma srishti nishpadako dvija na prajapatayaha sarve na chaiva akhila jantavaha. Kalaha is your time, is your constant factor here, without which nothing can happen. So that is why the 5th swarupam or the 4th swarupa is kalam. For it is none other than Paramatma here. Kalena vina, without kala, without time, Brahma srishti nishpadakaha na. So kalena na vina Brahma. So you take this na and connect it with this srishti nishpadakaha na bhavati. Kalena vina kalena, without kalam, without time, Brahma cannot keep creating srishti or cannot be responsible for srishti. Na prajapatayaha, they also cannot be srishti nishpadakaha na bhavanti. They cannot create other beings. Na chaiva akila jantavaha, all of these beings also cannot create other further beings without the existence of time. Evameva. So when I say kalaha, kalam is not directly translatable as time. It has to be taken as starting from Paramatma, Vidhi, Karma, everything is kala here. Evameva vibhagoyam sthitau api upadishyate Chaturdha tasya devasya Maitreya pralaye tatha. He Maitreya, evameva, in this following manner, in the manner in which we have spoken till now, Ayam vibhagaha sthitau api upadishyate. Even during sustenance, this is the division that has been given. Tasya devasya pralaye tatha chaturdha api evameva chaturdha vibhagaha ayam upadishyate pralaye api evam chaturdha eva tasya devasya upadishyate. That is for Vishnu, even during pralayam, the division of his rupam is described, upadishyate. It is being advised in the following manner. Yatkinchit srijyate yena sattvajatena vaidvija tasya srijyasya sambhutaha tat sarvam vai hares tanuhu. Anything that has been created, yena sattvajatena yatkinchit srijyate. Sattvajatena, any, by any being in this world. You have created a new being. He is an individual person. It's something that we say in common parlance, that every person is an individual. Every person is different. They have different tastes, different life. Correct. But then the essence is the same, which is Harehe Tanuhu Eva Tat Sarvam. Everything, imagine Panna, or nimsham, you will think that you are an insignificant person in this world. Harehe Tanuhu Eva Tat Sarvam. It is the body, or it is the shariram, a manifestation of Bhagavan. That's it. Yatkinchit srijyate yena sattvajatena, by whichever living being. Sattvam is a prani. Any jatam here is samuham. Prani samuhena, yena kenapi prani samuhena, yatkinchit api srijyate chet. Whatever may be created by any group of animals, any group of being. புழு பூச்சியில இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு பெரிய ஒரு இது வரைக்கும் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், தேவன் வரைக்கும். Tasya srijyasya sambhutaha, tasya srijyasya sambhutaha. The result of that particular creation, srijyam, is something that has to be created. And that person who creates that, the result of that, sambhutaha, that which comes out of that person who creates, that's everything is Harehe Tanuhu. It is the body of Paramatma or Hari. Yatkinchit srijyate yena sattvajatena vaidvija tasya srijyasya sambhutaha tat sarvam vai hares tanuhu. Hanti yavaccha yatkinchit sattvam sthavara jangamam janardanasya tad raudram maitreya antakaram vapuhu. If anything is being killed in this world, yatkinchit sattvam sthavara jangamam, whether it is a destruction of a big mountain or a tree or something that moves like a prani, something is being killed, a man is being killed, a woman is being killed, whatever it may be. Hanti yavatcha, how many ever or how much ever killing happens in this world. Like there is a huge calamity that happens and takes thousands of lives, no matter what. Janardanasya tat raudram antakaram vapuhu. Tat raudram antakaram vapuhu janardanasya eva. It is another form of Janardana, which is a Raudra Rupam, which is Rudra's form, and Antakaram vapuhu. It is a form that creates destruction or creates an end. Evam eshaha jagat srashta, jagat pata, tatha jagat bhakshayita devaha samastasya janardanaha. Evam eshaha. He repeats la adhe விஷயத்தை வந்து திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். இதெல்லாம் வந்து you will have to take it as a form of meditation for half an hour. That's what I feel. Illana, we come out of this, if we have known these things, we should be able to apply it. But we are never able to apply it beyond the time that we read this. So that it is there constantly in our mind. We are being taught in different manner by Parāśara to Maitreya in the form of Viṣṇupurāṇa, or by Maitreya in Bhagavatam. Either way, in every Puranam teaches us that you will have to think of the non-eternal nature of this world, and that everything, the substratum of everything is Hari. Vishnu or Bhagavan. அதுக்காக திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்றேன். ஏவம் ஏஷஹ, in this manner, ஏஷஹ பகவானேவ ஜகத் ஸ்ரஷ்டா பவதி. He is the creator of this world. Jagat Pata, he protects this world. Tatha Jagat, he is also of the form of this world. Jagat Bhakshayita, he also eats this entire world. The Vishwarupa Darshane, every being just goes into his mouth. That is just a representation of it. It merges within him during Samharam or Pralayam. Samastasya Janardanaha Devaha Eva Samastasya Jagat Srashta. He is also for everything. It is Deva Janardana, Vishnu, who is the creator of this world and protector of this world. He is of the form of this world and he eats this world. In the sense, he merges everything within himself. Srishti Sthityanta Kaleshu Tridhaiva Sampravartate Guna Pravritya Paramam Padam Tasya Agunam Mahat. Srishti, but we keep seeing there are 4 vibhutis, 4 forms of him. Yeah, he can also have 3 forms. What are those 3 forms? Sattva, Guna, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Atmakena, Yaha Tishtati, Srishti Kale, Sthiti Kale, Samhara Kale cha. So, Srishti, Sthiti, Anta Kaleshu, during the times of creation, sustenance, and destruction, Evam Tridha Sampravartate. He is Guna Pravritya Evam Tridha Sampravartate. Because of the aspect of that Gunam, Sattvam, Rajas, Sattvam, and Tamas, because of these 3 qualities present in him, Guna Pravritya, because of the Vyavaharam of the Gunas, Tridha Sampravartate. He is present in 3 forms. That is, Rajo Atmakatvena Brahma iti kathyate. सः सत्वरूपेण यदा तिष्ठति स्थितिकाले तर्हि विष्णुः इति कथ्यते. यदा सः तमोरूपत्वेन तमोरूपं धृत्वा रुद्ररूपेण तिष्ठति तदा तत्तु सः तु प्रलयकालः and he is called रुद्रः. परमं परन्तु तस्य परमं पदं तु महत् अगुणं. This is a separate sentence here. Tasya paramam padam, his ultimate position is, that is the Brahmaswarupasya tu tatra paramam sthanam kidrisham vartate, tattu mahat agunam cha. There is no gunam there. Nirgunam sthanam tatra vartate. Brahma is not affected by any of these 3 qualities. And mahat, he is the ultimate entity in this world. So, Srishti Sthityanta Kaleshu Tridha Evam Sampravartate Guna Pravritya Paramam Padam Tasya Agunam Mahat. Tacha Jnanamayam Vyapi Swasamvedyam Anupamam Chatushprakaram Tadapi Swarupam Paramatmanaha. Now, Tatacha, how is that Padam, how is that position or that entity called Parabrahma? That is of the form of Jnanam. Jnana Swarupam Jnanamayam Vyapi Sarvatra Vyaptataya Vartate. It is enveloping, it is present everywhere. Swasamvedyam, it is only understood by itself. That is Svanubhavaika Vedyam. Swasamvedyam. It is only understood by one's own experience. You cannot, other the torchlight. The example of torchlight is the best. To understand where the torch is, you cannot bring another torch to find out where that torch is. It has to reveal itself. Adada Swasamvedyam. Anupamam. There is no comparison to it because there is only one such entity. But it is present in 4 forms. Chatushprakaram. Chatvaraha vibhutayaha tasya vartante. That is what we have been seeing for these 40 shlokas. There are 4 forms of that Parabrahman. Tadapi Paramatmanaha Swarupam Chatushprakaram. If there are 4 forms that we see, oh, he is present as Brahma, he is present as Kashyapadi Prajapati, or as the living beings, we see a time factor here. What are all these things? Paramatmanaha Swarupam Tadapi. Even those 4 types are his form only. Now Maitreya wants to know how to attain that ultimate sthanam. Sri Maitreya Uvacha Chatuh Prakaratam Tasya Brahmabhutasya He Mune Mama Achakshva Yathanyayam Yaduktam Paramam Padam. There are 4 ways to attain that Chatush Prakaram. What are the 4 types of that Paramam Padam. Not now, this Chatushprakaram is not the Chatasraha Vibhutayaha iti nasti. Chatushprakaram to attain that Swarupam. That's what he was saying here. I made a mistake. So Chatushprakaram atra, you take it as what are the 4 ways in which you understand. That is Tatpada. There is this Mahavakyam where you say Tat Tvam Asi. Right? So the first word is Tat, which is the Jivatma. And then Tvam is the, Tat is the Paramatma, Brahma Swarupam. Tvam is the Jivatma. Asi gives you the aikyam between the two of them, saying that the true nature of the Jiva is Atma Swarupam and the true nature of Ishvara is the Brahma Swarupam. And these two are nothing other than the same. That is, they are the same. And the Paramatma, which is beyond this, is the substratum of everything. That is the 4th prakaram. So there is a Tatpadartha and the Tatpadartha Jnanam, and then Tvam Padartha Jnanam. There is an Aikya Jnanam, and then Ida Kattilum Veraga Irikadu. Etaihi Virahitam Rupam Brahma iti. Sarvasyapi adhishtanataya yaha vartate tad brahma iti. There is the 4th jnanam, which is a swaprakasha jnanam, which is being just not intellectually trying to understand that, oh, the tat, tvam, asi, there are none of these 3 things that are present. There is only the feeling of Brahman, Brahma bhavaha, sacha moksha. These are the 4 prakaras that Parāśara is going to give as an answer later. We will read the question first. So, Chatuf Prakaratam Tasya Brahmabhutasya He Mune Parāśara Tasya Brahmabhutasya Chatuf Prakaratam Mama Achakshva. Tell me about the 4 states of Brahman. Tell me about it. Mama Achakshva Yathanyayam, as we can understand it using logic, Yaduktam Paramam Padam, and that which is called as the ultimate Padam or the Sthanam that everybody tries to attain. What is that particular ultimate Sthanam, supreme place which everybody wants to try to attain, which is the Moksha Swarupam? There are 4 ways of attaining that Moksham, Brahma Bhutasya Chatuf Prakaratam. And tell me what are those 4 ways? Yeah. Shri Parāśara Uvacha. We will do this next class. Narayanam Namaskritya Narancaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vacham Tato Jayam Udirayet.